Hello, this is Heisenberg.
Hey there, this is G Forever
Yes, we're here to review the new Shimo action figure by Hiya Toys. And here's a box.
from Hiya Toys. So huge thanks to Hiya Toys for providing us the sample for us to review.
Yeah, yeah, Shimo sells for $60. Exquisite Basic Series. So yeah,
Yes,
this
this
is
is
their yeah, the
articulated
Shimo
version.
yeah, the Shimo action figure with articulation. Because we just
Yes.
reviewed the Shimo statue from Hiya Toys.
Yes, the stylus one,
Yeah.
which literally just came in a day after. So pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna see them side by side in this video.
hmm
Yep, there we go.
Look at the box. What do you think of the box, Heisenberg?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like nice. Yeah, it's got the yeah nicely themed with Shimo here. The
Yeah.
sort of like
Some
crystal.
crystal ice in the
Yeah,
back.
yeah, ice crystals and like the yeah and the blues. Yeah, the blues and the whites.
Yep, nice color theme. There's Exquisite Basic, and here's Shimo's, I guess, logo. You have the Hiya Toys, Monsterverse, Legendary Toho logos as well. And here we can see this is the Exquisite Basic, and it features the seams, so you know it's an action figure. And of
Yeah, yeah,
course, 16 and older, don't eat it.
yeah, 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 yeah. Godzilla X calling the new empire. Yeah, that
Yep,
2024 movie.
yep.
Yeah, don't know
Top
too
and
much
bottom are
about.
the same.
Yeah, we don't know too much about the next MonsterVerse movie,
Not
there's
yet.
gonna but they're making one.
They are. And we can see the crystal spikes and some snowflakes.
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
And then
here's the back.
lots of information on the back of the box.
Oh, definitely. You can email Hiya Toys, visit their office, and looks like where is it? Shanghai.
Yeah, you went to
Uh,
China recently, but you didn't
I
go to
did.
Shanghai.
No, I was not in Shanghai. I was in the was it Shenzhen area. There's a QR code, which I'm pretty sure will bring you to the Hiya Toys website. A nice picture of Shimo closed up, and another kind of showing the articulation and the full body. Some
Oh yeah,
more warning signs and the logos, and also there's Hiya Toys' social media links.
yeah,
They're made
yeah,
in China.
yeah, yeah.
All
And then
right,
the
another
side,
side of the
see
box,
the other side of the box,
more crystals
and
and
then
more
yeah,
snowflakes.
it's like it's sealed up there. So you got it unsealed. Here we go.
Yep,
And
and the
yeah, as we're
green,
about to see,
yeah,
it's like yeah, they ship it all in one piece.
one piece, and the green screwdriver makes a cameo.
Yeah,
All
but yeah,
right,
nicely protected. But yeah, I wonder if
definitely.
I assume that probably affects the cost. That like one way NECA kept the cost down
Mm-hmm.
was that they like kept the tail separate
Mm-hmm.
so it would fit in a smaller box.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, it's nice to yeah, it's nice not to have to worry about getting the tail on.
Yeah, yeah, I think it definitely is a plus not having to attach anything. Minimizes the risk of damage. And yeah, it's just pretty
Yeah.
cool. You just take it out of the box and Shimo's ready to go.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And how is the articulation out of the box? Is she a little stiff or loose or how would you what do you
She's
think?
a little stiff around the neck area, but overall, pretty fluid. Yeah. Tail's a little stiff too, but I think it's by design because you don't, because I think the spikes are hitting each other once you try to move up.
Oh yeah, so here's the
Yeah.
full view. So yeah, what do you think of the paint?
Paint is decent. It features it's very similar to the stylus statue that we just reviewed the other day. Paint-wise, also very similar. It almost feels like they use the same um, 3D rendered file and added the articulation on this Shimo figure.
Yeah, so it's kind of like
Um,
would you describe it as like a pearl paint
yes,
then?
pearl paint. So a white base with some pinks, some blues for the hues. But what major difference is the paint on the spikes? So it's much darker, and it's I'm gonna guess this is what KN Lin calls the Mazora paint. So it's kind of like a purple and blue hue with a little bit of pearl finish. And what's really cool about this figure is the individual fingers are articulate. So I did not expect this. So it was a nice surprise.
Oh
So you
yeah,
can
so
do a
she
lot
can.
of, yeah, you can do a lot of cool poses with her individual finger articulation.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's very rare that we've seen something like that.
Yep. Yep. I'm guessing because Shimo has like a bigger like paws, so you have more you can do more with the articulation, whereas Godzilla's hands are typically pretty small, so
Oh
they
yeah, and
just have the swappable
yeah, yeah, tongue
hands.
articulation. There we go.
That's right, tongue articulation.
Yeah. So
Yep.
so how's the face look to you? The face and the head.
I think for a Shimo figure, definitely much better. I think these two, like the Hiya Shimos, are definitely much better than all the other Shimos I've seen so far, which are primarily from Playmates.
Yeah. So is there going to be? And I don't remember. Any news of an SH Monster Arts Shimo?
Yes, there is, and I think it just shipped not long ago. I ordered one, but it's gonna be from the US version, so I'll have to wait. I think maybe
Yeah.
2 or 3 more months later.
Oh, okay. So you're okay. So maybe it's out in Japan,
Yes, out in
but
Japan. Yeah.
not hasn't.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. But then there'll be a U.S. release later.
Correct. I
Yeah.
believe it's a Bandai premium release. So, but in the US, we usually get all the Monster Art releases.
So it looks like there's quite a bit of articulation on this thing.
Yes. Yeah, I think for my needs, it fits what I need. Like I don't think I need to bend anymore. I mean, maybe for the tail, if it can bend up a little higher, which I'm pretty sure the Monster Arts is going to be more superior, for articulation wise. But like this figure is solid. It has has some weight to it, so it feels more premium than a typical Monster Arts figure, and at a much lower price point. So I think for $60, this is an amazing action figure to have.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
the
you're pointing
the
out it's like the little, yeah,
the
little
copyright.
text is on the
Yep.
bottom of the back feet.
Yep. So a little different from the stylist. I think on the on the left foot is the Legend 2025 Legendary, and on the right foot is Hiya China. So I think they swapped it.
So the paint on the spikes, is it kind of like a matte paint, do you think then?
Yes.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
doesn't.
It's like a matte with a shine, like a flat shine. It's kind of hard to describe. So it's not a glossy shine. It's
Mm,
more of that pearl shine.
mm.
Yep.
Yeah, so
And it's darker. Yep.
you're trying to get her up on her hind feet here.
Yeah, so in a lot of promotional photos, she was kind of standing up on 2 legs, which was not apparent in the movie. I think in the movie, they had her pretty much on 4 legs, kind of more of a traditional like Anguirus character. Because the more I look at Shimo, the more I feel like this is like
There you
a
go.
modern Anguirus.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, so you can make her stand on her 2 legs. Using the tail to balance. She does have weight up in the front, so you do have to move the arms facing down a little if you want her to stand up on her own without support.
Yeah, looks like she's ready for action.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember in the movie. She wasn't really all that physical in the movie. She mostly just kind of like, made ice, as I
Yeah, she just shot
recall.
ice from a distance and maybe like run and use her like head or shoulders to like headbutt or something.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a missed opportunity. This character, they made it seem like she was gonna be the destroyer of Earth, but I think she was much more passive than what they were advertising. All right, so yeah,
Yeah.
more articulation. So the neck cannot look up. So I think the statue has a nice upward looking pose. So this one kind of the furthest is like kind of looking straight.
Yeah,
So I
so on
think
the
that's
right.
one, yeah,
So yeah, on
one
the right now
downside.
is the Haya stylus statue.
Yes.
And yeah, as you point out, like yeah, it looks like the body paint looks very similar, but the spike paint is different.
Yes, the stylus statue is much lighter, and I kind of like the effect on the statue more. It's still cool it's still pretty cool with the darker paint on the statue, but if you can choose, I think I like the statue paint.
So I wonder if it's different people that work on the stylus and the stat and the action figures.
Could be. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I assume they would share information and share the paints, but maybe they decide to keep it different so collectors have can get both, and can justify getting both. Because
Yeah,
they're
so
very
they
similar. They're very similar. Just one has articulation, one does not. Because the sculpt wise, it's almost it might be even identical, just one without the articulation.
Yeah, so they said that the stylist was, yeah, about 6.7 inches tall, which I assume
Mm-hmm.
is like the height of the tip of the nose there. But they
Okay.
also said that this action figure they also said was 6.7 inches tall, though it
Mm.
does look smaller though compared to the
Yes.
stylist,
Yeah.
which again has been yeah the stylist figures I think to date have been bigger
Slightly bigger.
than the
Yeah.
action figures.
Yep. And also it could be the articulation because when they do the molding, maybe it shrunk a little bit, like shrunk slightly more.
Yeah, it depends on how you yeah
Yep.
probably depends how you pose it here too.
Yep. And the gaps, I guess, aren't too bad. I think it's still, I think it's pretty good overall compared to Monster Arts normally. So I think a very good, definitely good value for what you get. Because I've seen pictures of the Monster Arts and it's much more white. It doesn't have this nice pearl paint on it.
And do the spikes inhibit articulation? Like the way will the spikes like stop some of the
Yeah, I think
movements?
it hinders. Yeah, I think the neck hinders around the neck area and the tail area, so you cannot bend it upward as much.
And here we go. Here's the
Here's the
Playmates.
Playmates. So the Playmates features the translucent spikes, which is kind of neat.
Yeah, and so it's so
Um,
pale. Of course, this
it's
isn't the
very
only
white.
one. There's also a Playmates set where it's like
Yes,
got I think I got much. I
more
have that
paint.
one. There's a set
Uh-huh.
where it has a different paint job, which is I think is
Purple, I
looks a
think.
lot yeah looks a lot nicer.
Yeah, it's more purple.
But yeah, you're saying these spikes are translucent.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's a plus for Playmates, and it's much cheaper too. It's only what, like $12, and if you get it on sale, it's even cheaper. And in this one, and also the Playmates comes with the Frostbite ray, freeze ray, Frostbite Blast, they call it.
Oh yeah, there it is. Frostbite
Yep.
Blast. Yep.
Yep. So who knows? Maybe Hiya Toys will make a another version with translucent dorsal fins and maybe add the blast effect.
Yeah, the heads. Well, at least the top of the heads are very similar from this angle.
Yep. Yeah, the Hiya Toys definitely wins with the details. Much more sharper details, and a ton more of articulation.
Oh yeah, and
Mm.
certainly the paint job.
Oh yeah, the paint job is outstanding. So yeah, if you're a fan of Shimo and you liked Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire, I think definitely consider picking this one up. Personally, I like the Hiya Stylus statue, just because it's a really cool pose and it's probably one of the best Shimo figures to date. So I like that one. But if you like articulation, this is definitely a winner.
Yep,
How
yep.
about you, Heisenberg? What do you think?
She looks so well. She definitely does like look cold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Which is good. There we go. And here we go. Who's coming by?
All right.
There's the
We have
Playmates.
Playmates Godzilla 2021.
Yeah, but yeah. So when we and you're going to show her next to some of the high Godzillas, so you're not sure
Hmm.
she's actually to scale compared to the movie.
Correct. Yeah. So Shimo is pretty large in the movie, and when I put it next to a Haya Godzilla figure, I was a little surprised how small she looks because she is big and the figure is big, but like I guess when you put it next to a Godzilla figure, it doesn't look as big. So here we have one of the Haya Godzilla. I think this is the re-evolve or the re-evolve version, which I think they meant pre-evolved.
Right.
Um, so. But yeah, you can see Godzilla stands taller than Shimo.
Yeah,
Uh,
I assume that was just to keep the price down. That that
hmm
if they maybe made her to scale in the movie, she would have been
hmm
much it would have been much more expensive, and there might
Hmm.
not be, that many people that would want to buy,
By
pay that
Shimo.
much for a Shimo.
Yeah, I have a feeling that might be the case because if you were to put her to scale, she's probably like what the Godzilla's like Godzilla's what, 7 inches, so I would think she should be 8 or 9 inches to make it to scale.
Yeah, yeah. There we go.
Here's
This
the
is also
SH.
this is also the
This is the
Hiya.
X-Shake.
Oh,
No, no, no. This is the
no,
SH Monster Arts.
SH Monster Arts. Okay.
Yep. So a little bit better in scale because a Monster Arts is smaller, but still I think a little too big. Uh, I want to say Godzilla should be maybe like around where the neck is in terms of height. So Shimo's neck. But then again, like maybe I didn't watch Godzilla X Kong as much as I did with previous movies, so
How
maybe I
many
have to
times? How
rewatch
many
it.
times did you watch it?
I think a total of 3 times.
Yeah,
Um, Whereas I would watch all the other Godzilla movies, several more.
yeah, yeah.
So huge thanks again to Hiya Toys for providing us the sample of Shimo for us to review. Yeah, again, a very great figure for the price of 60 US dollars. And yeah, the biggest surprise would be the finger articulation. I think that's very unique and definitely would make great opportunities for toy photographers to make some unique poses.
Th-
Paint wise, pretty awesome and a good, feels like a premium action figure, so highly recommended.
Oh yeah, very nice. So this is Heisenberg.
And G Forever, hope you enjoy the Hiya Toys Exquisite Basic Shimo action figure.